Bankroll Network, play to win.
Crypto Slow with more crypto gains. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Bankroll Weekly Update number 43. So let's get right into it. Bitcoin 95.18. We had the massive blast off where we went from 7,500 all the way up to the magical 10K. Zooming out, 1 month, not much. 3 month, we can see that this 10K level is a massive support line. It's actually the floor, so the floor becomes the resistance as always, but we had this nice turnaround on the MACD, and let's see, therefore potential 3-month crossover on the 1334, which is crazy. That is very strong. Zooming out to the 6 month, we don't have that 6 month power. Now, what do I think? It may take the 6 month 1334 in order to get over this 10,000 mark. That's my opinion. We did have the China news that they were all in on blockchain technology, and this is kind of that. I had that video before, that the black swan event that could change, because we were heavily looking like we were going to the 61.8 Fibonacci, and that could took us down to 6,700-ish on the logarithm scale. But that wild card scenario always exists, and you just never know, because when everyone is expecting it, that's when it does the opposite. So moving on to Tron USD Boom. Now, if you've been watching these videos and following, I talked about that 1334 magical crossover. We did have Justin Sun's announcement that there's some huge partnership coming, but as always, I take that with a grain of salt. But we did see that blast off. Looking at, let's see, the 1 month, 3 month. So we had down at the bottom, looking at 6 month. So here we are on 1334. The 6 month is a very, very strong indicator, and we've got this crossover. So, and then we got the blast off. So this is fantastic. Almost 2 cents on Tron. Cannot complain. So all right, moving on to the bankroll stats for the week. Tron price, well, let's say that's already outdated, and I just started making this video earlier today. So let's update this baby to what it should be, 1893. Man, that's awesome. 1893, boom. So we had a very nice bump. Looking at total network players on the Bankroll Network, up about 100, and that's not looking too bad. Total TRX is 51 million. We dropped down a little bit. I think that's because there was some sellers on credits, and that is to be expected when we have a BTC bump that we did. You know, there's probably people that have a little FOMO, and as always, you are welcome to sell your credits at any time. That just gives me more divs. But you know, sometimes you need to get that position on another coin, BTC, ETH. I don't blame you. The credit drip pool continues to increase. Transactions are up, and yeah, not looking too bad. So about 70-ish more players on credits. Banker, very nice on the mined. We have about 80,000 mined. Total frozen has increased. How many banker are left? Max level 6.5% return. So overall, bankers churning along. Let's go ahead and look at the exchange. See where banker is heading. Banker was looking like a falling wedge moving into the weekend, and I would assume that was just some accumulation, people raising funds for this and that. So yeah, overall, not too bad, not too bad. Looks like we're looping around, still holding last transactions at 13. So banker price about 13-ish. Not too bad. Now, we do have that update that mining level difficulty could be increasing in the near future, and that will cut banker rewards in half. So better to stack now and get it cheap, or buy it cheap, because it will get much more difficult with the scarcity with the mining increase coming. Moon players 551, nice little bump. It's about, let's see, 50. Let's do some math here. 50 divided by 500. What do we have? That's wow, that's very sweet. So we had about a 10% increase in players on Moon. Price is 342, so we're kind of in the middle. Supply bouncing around a little bit. We had some sellers, and the total balance, total dumps, 219. Now, that's something important to talk about. Let's go to Moon. I personally am still holding steady and just letting my divs stack up a little bit. Let me see here. Let's see. Yeah. All right, so yeah, about 100 in divs. I've got about 3,000 Moon tokens. So, with that being said, we did have some dumps, but as you can see by the bankroll stats, the price barely moved. And this is the thing. The important thing is stores of value on the Bankroll Network include Banker and Moon. Moon's a little different. Moon's a little more affordable because you can get one Moon token, for basically 3.47 versus the Banker at 13. So this is a different way to store value, and it diversifies your dynamics of your divs. But the great thing about Moon is that it does take a lot to make the price go up or down. So in essence, it protects you. If you're getting in at this point, it protects you against volatility in the market, because if the floor is held, it takes a larger amount. And we'll see in the upcoming weeks, there is a Moon competition going on, the Lambo Moon competition. Let's see. And it was the opposite. Last week was a dumping contest. This week was the Moon contest for most deposits. So you will earn some banker surprise rewards if you are the top. So we will continue to see. My strategy is I was waiting for the price to drop a little bit. That I will probably continue to compound, because I foresee, this is my opinion, long term, the Moon price doubling at least, and that's not that far fetched. So I am going to roll my tokens. Get to me a little more Moon. Excelente. So I just rolled my divs, mined a little banker, and I busted my wallet up over 3K. So that is fantastic. Credits churning along not too badly. As always, withdraw your credits, do your refresh, go over to luck, and you always want to mine your deposits so that you earn bonus banker. And I'll usually do 50 or hundreds, and I'll just stack it up a little bit. I've actually mined 2,000 banker on credits, so I definitely cannot complain. As stated, my personal goals, I was trying to hit that 500,000 mark, but I had to manage a little cash flow this week, so I pulled a little bit of credits out to do a little side stuff. But ultimately, when I do that, I kind of use it like a bank account. I will put it back because I'm anticipating I'll be able to buy back double the amount of credits of what I pulled out. But I think I pulled out like 40K ish. But I'm still on my way to the 500,000 mark. It shouldn't take that long. So let's go back to credits. Let's look at the leaderboard. So I know I'm in the top 20-ish. Yep, I'm in the top 20, so not too bad. My goal realistically is to get into the top 10 by the end of the year, and I think that's going to be doable. So anyways, again, if you haven't got into Moon, it is definitely a sweet way to park some of your TRX. But again, I'm not worried about it. I'm just letting this ride. I'm letting it sit and roll along. So that's waiting for the Moon, and that's what I'm doing. So other than that, I hope you enjoyed this week's update. As always, like and subscribe to the Bankroll Network. If you have any questions, join the Telegram and ask. This is Crypto Slow. If you're not talking gains, then we're not talking.